It's a few quid's worth. Congratulations to everybody, and thanks again to Dovetail for providing those prizes. I hope either way that also that the preview was good and you enjoyed it, and the look at the route. Right, you are the engineer of PRR Train 69, the westbound Red Arrow. Your passengers have already boarded here at Altoona, and you have a few moments to wait until you're assigned 10:55 departure. You're going to need to make a well-paced run over the mountains to reach Johnstown on schedule at 11:59. Note, the K4 tends to slip its wheels in the station. Turn on your sander. This feels like the same scenario as last night, but maybe it isn't. Anyway, it's time to go. Doesn't matter. It's a good scenario last night, so if it's the same, then more's the better. And we're off. There's some lights on, light up the neighbourhood. Welcome to Stephen Jam. This scenario, Dioma, is it claims to be about an hour long, and Gary's normally not far off. I usually am very far off, however. Hey there, Key and Dust Trains. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hope to see you again. Rather not watch my boiler pressure, and it's sort of got obliterated here. Hey Frisco, it's not exactly the same scenario. I think it's a subtle difference to the one we tried last night, but it seems like it's a similar idea. So I've overfilled the coal because I wasn't watching what I was doing, and so now the boiler pressure is having to come up slowly. I guess we could treat it some blower. Yeah, that's helping. Come on. Cheers, Armour Fan. Thanks for joining this evening. Wonder what had happened there. There we go, we're speeding up again now. We've got a green signal. Frisco, I'm trying to get the boiler pressure to come back up because the boiler pressure is way too low. Cheers, Manny. Thanks for joining. Hey Brownie, yes indeed, this scenario is Altoona to Johnstown. I'm leaning too far forward and it's confusing the track layout. Cheers, Spider Mike. Boiler pressure is actually coming up quite nicely now. Thing is, as the coal mass comes down, so it will become more efficient at generating steam again. So it'll pick up. I think the damper is already open. Yeah, the damper's already open. So, Transrail, does TS use TSX anymore? Yes, it was just renamed to Dynamic Lighting. It's the same thing. Cheers, Marcus. Thanks for joining. I'm easing the cut-off back. We're not meeting the speed limit, but the boiler pressure needs to come up. We're way too... Tasek, what buttons turn off the brakes? That's the semicolon key as normal, but the brakes aren't on at the moment. The brakes are in the holding position. Yes, Fringe, I'm trying to get the boiler pressure to come back up. Get back there. Hey, QWERTY, welcome. I hope the safety's off and that's why the boiler pressure's going down. So now we've got good boiler pressure, I'm starting to lean on the cut-off more now to get the speed to come up. You don't want to lean on the boiler pressure if you haven't got any to lean on. You end up falling over. That's it, we're getting up to there now. Now we need to bring the cutoff back and make sure we don't run out of boiler pressure because we're going too fast. Oh, we're about to break the speed limit now. Taking screenshots and Hey Mattis Peterson. So this scenario is called PRR Red Arrow. And it's by El Baba. You can download it from Steam Workshop. Let's get on the other side. We missed a train. We missed a train. Ooh. Now we've got the boiler pressure, she's coming up this hill, lovely. Let's start getting more coal back in again. This time we won't forget it, we'll turn it off. Just remember, when we see gallets in, we need to make sure the firebox door is closed. Cheers JM1260, thanks for joining us this evening. Yeah, cheers JM1260, thanks for joining. Probably don't need that running at the moment. It's not going to do us any good at this speed. I'm going to sit in the cab. It's not like I can see anything outside. It seems really dark. The darkness monster has descended. Yeah, thanks Ninja and Steve for the positive comments. Really appreciate that. Alright, let's start dropping the speed. Just let gravity bring the train down to the 30. No need for us to use brakes or anything insanely desperate like that. Better. We're on the curve. Yep, we're on the curve, folks. How haunting is that? This train coming through the night, that whistle. I think if I was in a house nearby, I'd probably be having problems. Pump up the power. Yes, Stephen, I believe this is a multi-purpose engine. Let that go way too far down. Oh, we almost lost the boiler. Boiler pressure's already coming back up. Excellent. Yeah, the water got down to 0.1 or 10%. For some reason it's not showing on the HUD as 10%, but it had. Hey Marklin989, welcome to the channel this evening. No, I should try not to set myself on fire tonight, Steve. Hey Andrew, welcome. Mr. Ray Neal. Zaragonart, welcome. Nope, we still need the wheel slip protection. It's probably enough coal for the time being. Oh, we got some more goodness coming through here. They got to ride behind a grubby diesel, and my passengers get to run behind a passenger train. I think they got the best end of the deal, personally. That's it, we're accelerating again, and boiler water level's almost back up to 30%, so we're getting there now. Hey Marklin, I am very good, thank you. It's alright, my stream hasn't got a lot longer left to go, and then I'll give you all your viewers back. Sorry about that. There we go. How are we doing on the water? 30%. Just balancing the cutoff now to try and keep accelerating, but also balance the boiler pressure and the speed. This is just relentlessly uphill. You make a mistake, it's really, really difficult. You can just end up finding it really difficult to recover from. So up 34% now on the water. Yeah, when you make a mistake, it's really difficult to recover from it because there's no light section where you can low off on the power without losing all your speed. So far, we haven't been doing too bad. Made a couple of mistakes, but we seem to have recovered from them. Is that diesel we tried to overtake last night? %38 on the water. Oops, we're speeding. Bye bye, Mr. Diesel. Cheers, Panda. Thanks for joining us this evening. You're quite welcome. Thanks for joining. How's your water doing? 44%. Cheers, Steve. Thanks for joining. As Steve says, we'll be hosting the official Dovetail channel tomorrow. All good Twitch things being well. %46. Some more coal in. Ahead at Galitzin, you'll encounter a stop signal indication. Ask for permission to proceed. Also at MO Tower, you'll be crossed over to the centre westbound track. Do not exceed 40 miles per hour prior to the crossover. That said Galitzin, didn't it? Scary. How are we doing there? 51%. Hey Marklin, yes, that's a green screen. Just letting an extra big load of coal go into the fire, and then we're going to switch it off. %55 in the boiler. Alright, the firebox door is closed. Sure, that's a 15 limit. Shows what I know. Right, so we made it in the tunnel, so we're doing better than last night. Spooky with all the reverb. Nearly out of this tunnel. Yes, Transrail, I do indeed have different cabs. I've got about half a dozen of them. They're just screenshots from the game. Right. Is he still following you? I know we're speeding, but I want a screenshot. Screenshots on this scenario are hard to come by. That's better. Just remember to press tab. Right, so we're going downhill now. A little bit of air in the brakes. See if we can't manage to maintain that speed. Another green. Teeny bit more air in, here we go. Good night G-Force, thanks for joining. Restriction. Hey Marklin, thanks for following, much appreciated. Yeah, I like the A4s as well, they're lovely locos. So our racing partner, you coming? There he comes. Our racing partner has the green light. So Stephen Jam says, what DLC have I not played for this game? I honestly can't remember. Guess we can stop filling up with water now. So I'm guessing he's going to get pushed in front of me. Oh no, I'm getting routed in front over onto that line, so I've got to wait for him. Dirty freight train. Right, we've got a green. Where'd that train go? Is that what it was? It was a portal. So going through Crescent. Johnstown, 23 miles. I love this loco. The sounds on this loco really are nice. Really are nice. They've got big American steam feel to them. Ooh, bet that was a nice shot. So we're on track 2 now, and looks to me like we have us a green. Welcome, Jesse. Right. 5.5 or 5.3 miles, sorry, to our next waypoint. Stephen, the key to making scenarios is the F2 key. Save, 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 and if you're unsure, save 4 more times. Welcome to image 58. Good, we've got a green. The Stig asks, what's the FEF3 like in comparison to this? It's better. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, it's much more technically accurate and much more detailed. This is good, but this is a more basic loco to drive. K4's got a lot more detail on it as well. Sorry, the FEF3 has got more detail on it. It's 20 past midnight. Can't expect much from me at this point. Track 2 looks still to have a green light, so I'm gonna carry on. Yeah, the wheel slipping on the FEF is very good. Another one to look at for good wheel slip is any of the ones by Victory Works. Pete does an excellent job of getting some good wheel slip stuff in his. I think it's any of them. I know certainly some of them. I can't remember which ones, if not all of them. The newer ones certainly do. Nope, we've got the green again. Slowing down because I couldn't see the signal and I was sort of panicking a bit, expecting a surprise. Ninja, I have done the West Somerset on at least a couple of videos if you want to go and have a look at the route. Hey DJ Acid, welcome back, Dougie. And Fringe Starling, welcome back. Couple of them out. Welcome. So once I finish this scenario, we're going to have one more giveaway. Certainly can, Gareth, although there's not a lot to see in the dark, I'm afraid. And the green light goodness continues. Hey Transrail, the Black 5 definitely got some improvements. I worked with Keith to bring that one onto Steam. It was, and I did quite a bit of work on the Black 5, along with 2 or 3 other people. It's a really good team effort. I'm very pleased with the Black 5. The model is basically the same, although it does have switchable headlights, so you can switch the headlights on and off on the front, according to the head code, which is a bit different. And physics are completely different. It's got realistic steam chest pressure modelling that Jonathan Morton did from Attics. Piggyback train. Fringe, Keith is the nicest guy you could ever hope to meet. He's a really top bloke. I've run the Western Lines of Scotland on a few streams now, Transrail, with various different add-ons, so you should definitely go and check it out. 4.3 miles now to the next waypoint, so I'm just going to bring the speed back up to the limit. So, Coplopper, tomorrow there is an official Dovetail stream, but it's not the DB Red. It is the preview for the Class 180, which is at 8 PM. Yes, Transrail. Hopefully MooBot will do us the courtesy. There you go. So there's all the links to various social media, including the link to the YouTube channel. We have a restriction. And we've also got a reduced speed. Cheers, Tasek. Thanks for joining. I just reminded myself that the next signal is a stop signal. I think YouTube might be rerouting my traffic because we're not a partner stream. The stream's been fine otherwise, and I've not changed anything. Oh no, it's blocked. So it's dying.